Welcome everyone to Drilling Deeper on mining.com.au. I'm Oriel Morrison. Joining me today is Ian Fraser. Ian is the CEO and the VP of Exploration at Fathom Nickel. Ian, welcome. It's wonderful to have you with us today.
Great to be here. Thank you very much.
Tell us a little bit about the company and your strategy, of course, where you're based in Canada.
Yes, well, our company, we're a nickel-focused company looking at three prospects in north central Saskatchewan. One was a former producing mine, and the other one has a historical resource on it. And what we're trying to do is develop a district in the province of Saskatchewan, because immediately on the Manitoba side of the border, there has been and there is world-class nickel camps, the Thompson nickel belt, and then further along in northern Québec, the Raglan operation. So our thesis has been, the geology is the same, the rocks are the same, and there is a good hint of nickel in Saskatchewan. So we're aiming to prove that we can develop something like what occurs in Manitoba and northern Quebec.
So how are you building this out? What does your project pipeline look like at the moment?
Well, we've been a sort of a public company since 2021. And so we've been, with the capital that we've been able to raise, we've been able to prove that the historic mine was not an isolated occurrence. So through drilling and systematic exploration, we've developed that there is a large open magmatic nickel system there. That is what we call the Albert Lake project. And further to the south, the Gochager Lake project, there was drilling there done in 1966 through 1968. A resource was defined, but unfortunately there's no record of that resource in terms of how they went about it. So we had to go back to the classroom, so to speak, and do our own drilling and figure out the geology for ourselves, which we've done. And we now realize here too, there is a very, very large, open, dynamic, magmatic nickel system that we feel is what the historic deposit is probably just a clue, just a hint of what might else be out there.
So what does findings like this one in particular at Gochager Lake mean for your exploration potential overall? I mean, what do you think is the size of the opportunities that you're currently looking into?
Well, that's a really good question, because what we've been able to do is we recognize that it is a big system, and there's evidence that there should be pods, lenses of massive sulphide mineralization in, not too far removed from this historic deposit. And then there's also 10 kilometers to the southeast, there's a nickel occurrence there that was last drilled in 1967, and the rocks are the same, the nickel copper ratios are the same, and cobalt is occurring in abundance with this nickel copper mineralization. And again, this is 10 kilometers apart, and so that's suggesting there's a common source. And that, to me, sort of demonstrates blue sky potential in that there could be something very, very significant within the Gochager Lake project area.
So what should investors be looking out for, Ian, when you look along 2025, even through into 2026, when it comes to advancing your program, advancing your exploration?
Again, really, really good point, a really good question. And now that we've sort of got ourselves established at Gochager, what we want to do now is we've got to get back out there drilling and drilling aggressively. So we've just wrapped up another summer field program that, again, is going to demonstrate this expanded footprint. So there's going to be a basket of very, very good exploration targets. And what we hope to do is possibly this fall, if we can get some financing together. Maybe this fall we'll drill a few holes, but we're really looking into Q1 of 2026 to get a 5 to 10,000 meter drill program underway.
So does this mean you'll be raising capital, Ian?
We're a junior exploration company, and yes, it seems like with added success, we're constantly going out to the market to raise funds. So that's just part of the nature of being a junior explorer.
Well, we very much look forward to following your journey, Ian. We're glad you've joined us here on mining.com.au, and we'll certainly be watching out for your latest announcements and looking forward to talking to you again very soon.
Me as well. Thank you very much.